Stop.
Okay, cool. So kind of a hot and trendy topic today is Z-Guard. You know, people today they've watched all the cheeky Craig Jones videos and stuff, and they're like, DDS guys are awesome and all. They are. You know, they've brought some cool things to the game. Especially Craig Jones. I think he's one of the guys that really like clued me into Z-Guard first. But Z-Guard is really like some people call it quarter guard, I guess, because it looks like your legs make a Z. It's like almost having your half guard passed, basically. To me, it's one of the furthest range half guards, right? Because usually the person is way down on your hips. It's basically, to me, a knee shield that failed, right? You had a knee shield and the person did a really good job stacking that, right? And then you passed it a little deeper and you managed to cross your toes if you can, right? The good way, not the bad way. This is the bad way. This way adds more pressure. You're pushing your knee in, you're pulling your bottom leg out towards you. So you have some tension there, and you've made a circuit, right? So there's a circuit with a lot of tension, and that gives you the ability to do work, right? The primary concern here is this arm. Okay, I want to get this arm in front of me. Of course, while I'm doing that, I also want to be aware of my upper body positioning. I like to stay up on my elbow and keep my hand away, because usually the person on top is trying to reach my hand and pull it. Because when my shoulder goes down on the mat, I lose my mobility. He connects my hips and my shoulders, and then from here I'm going to get my guard pass because I've lost my mobility and my ability to react, to recompose, reframe, right? To always be moving in a way that my frame is intact, right? So from here, for example, I can already feel my frame is starting to get split because my right arm is out here by itself, right, and my left arm is stuck. So this is really bad. Now, one of the ways that you can get it out, as you just saw, right, is when you get here, because the person is trying to cross your body and flatten it, you notice with his head and his shoulder, I can push it to the same side, right, and start freeing my bottom arm and sitting up. Now, of course, from here, super cool, quick attack. I can push on the head, bring my leg up, and start attacking omoplatas, arm bars, wrist locks even, and attacking this arm. So that's the first thing that I sometimes look for when people are really trying to pass my Z-guard. A lot of times it means that they're putting their weight forward and down, and that gives me a chance, if I can't get this arm across, right, to pass my leg through and start attacking this arm. So if you cannot get this arm across when you're playing Z-guard or quarter guard, that's cool. Just attack that arm, attack that shoulder, and I've got the triangle set up, right? You can keep coming up to sit up and potentially start pulling that bottom arm, the other arm, up to eliminate the post and even sweep from here, right? So super basic. I always like attacking. I like countering with attacks. So that's if you can't get this arm across. If you can get this arm across, you're in a whole lot better shape, okay? I like to go 2-on-1 a lot of times when I do get it across. You can even do this funky grip that some people like to do, or doing like a figure 4 grip on your own arm. Now from here, I always like to stay up on my elbow because it adds a little momentum. There's some cool sweeps you can do. The focus here, the key is not on moving the person, but moving yourself. And this is something that makes it really difficult in the beginning for most people to get success from this position, because they try to move the other person, and then when you try to move the other person, it's like, they're fighting you back and they don't move because you're trying to fight them. So instead of trying to fight them, all I'm going to do, I can even uncross my feet if the person's really big. I'm going to try to touch my toesies together and my heels together. Of course, sometimes your partner might be so big that you can't do that. Now from here, all I'm going to do is plant my feet down. I just want to touch my feet. Now you see this bottom leg? This is the reason why it doesn't matter if you move your partner. Because once I get here and I start turning more, his bottom leg is stuck. I have his arm. There's nothing on this whole side that my partner can use to post. So as I turn, my partner is going to fall. Now if they try to get up, I like to really drag this arm and go for a back take. But that's because I like back takes. I really like back takes. So there's another option, but to sweep. So you have some optionality there. That's great, right? Same thing with Z-guard. If I can get this arm across, right, one of the simplest things you can do is just to go for the back. So if you try for the omoplata because you can't get the arm across and the arm comes in front of you, great, you're also in this position. You can try to arm drag. If they block the arm drag by pushing into you, you go for the sweep, right? If they try to sit up on the sweep, you go for the back again. So you have a really nice attack chain there. All right, so there's some options. Now, what happens if I'm here and I go for the sweep and I miss the arm and he posts? No problem. He posted. His hand can't move. Right? If he removes the post and I keep insisting, he's going to fall. So what do? I grab that wrist. I make sure it doesn't move. I bring my arm over. And from here, I just go and attack the Kimura. So there you go. There's a nice little attack chain and sequence that I like to do a lot from Z-guard. It's super cool. There's a lot of options. And depending on how the person reacts to you, you can, you can really take them for a ride.